I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Is up close to the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Locke taking the snap at 1. He's got the first down inside the 40. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Locke going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. He'll fire one down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. 39 yards there. A big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They go back to the ground and mix it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice Nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, man open. That's Henry Ruggs. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
Josh Jacobs.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. and take him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
There's nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
38-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Oh, stays up. Runs through the contact. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. This one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Block off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Mixon with a first down carry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On play action, Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. To throw it is Lock. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott yet again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. Intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And it's a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll go up top, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Broncos first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Off the play fake. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Play action. Locke. That's complete. Okue-Buna. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Denver.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Joe Mixon. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. again on second down. Lock. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Mixon. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Lock. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And they'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Prescott now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That'll toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To the air again, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To Deontay Harris. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And again, it's Prescott. And it is incomplete. The Bears trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Lock now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Locke's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Block off of play action. Completes this one to Meredith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Pickup brings up second and 3.
Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tonight.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Broncos, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our
flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just